Okay, so I wanted to do a video specifically about feeling hungry and also feeling full post vertical gastric sleeve surgery. So I had my surgery on July 20th. Let's see, today is, what day is it? It is October the 7th. Of 2017. I had my surgery July 20th of 2017. Thus far, I have lost 35 pounds post-surgery. I did lose 20 pounds prior to surgery. No, it was more than 20 pounds. It was like 40 pounds in the year prior to my surgery because I saw a nutritionist at my surgeon's office. So let's see. I want to talk about the feeling of full because I think initially, right after the surgery, it was just so much discomfort that it was hard to feel that full feeling. And now I don't know if it's something that clicked in my head mentally because I have been talking to my therapist about it and I am just vocal. I talk to my friends about it. I talk to people online that have also had sleeves. I follow some Facebook groups and I started to recognize symptoms of fullness. And I also recognized that pre-fullness because I think initially I was just getting to the level of discomfort. And I also think that initially I was putting too much food on my plate, although I don't think it's bad to put possibly more on your plate than you know that you might eat, because to me I feel like some days I'm hungrier than others and I am okay with that. Like I'm not going to feel bad about being extra hungry one day or being much less hungry another day, because I know my body and it ebbs and flows. I think that there could be lots of reasons why I'm extra hungry. Maybe I exercised a lot the day before and my body needs that protein. So I know what it feels like now, finally, when I'm getting full. And I no longer feel, I don't know, I think initially I felt like I was going to feel like a freak eating with my friends who didn't have gastric sleeves. I don't have any friends that have gastric sleeves. Online I do, but I mean, I haven't eaten with any of them. That sounds weird. I have eaten with some of them because I got together with a support group of some local VSG people. So that was interesting. I liked that. But I've gotten to the point now where I've been to parties where lots of food is involved. I've been to dinner parties. I've been to meals at friends' houses. I have eaten at restaurants with friends. I have eaten at restaurants with my partner, my poor partner, my wife, I'm sorry. No longer my partner. My wife. My wife has been there from the very beginning, from my very first, taste of refried beans that I could only get in like a spoonful of, She's been there through the ups and downs of this whole process. God bless her. But the other thing that I'm noticing, and this is a new development, I'd say maybe for the past 4 weeks, when I do get super full, not super full, when I get full, I have to blow my nose. My nose runs. So I always keep napkins nearby, because I just ate breakfast. So I'm like, my nose, it must be like something to do with nerve endings. I certainly cannot figure out any other reason for it, but it is what it is. So yeah, but that is my feeling of fullness. What does it feel like when you guys get full? Do you also get a runny nose? Do you have pain? Do you just feel it? I feel it right below my breast line, right at the top there where my new stomach is. Let me see if I can go down a little bit here. So sorry, big shirt. All my shirts are getting big on me. But right here between my breast, this is where my sleeve is, and that's where I get that feeling of fullness at. So yeah, that's basically it. So I feel that fullness there. Sometimes I don't feel it. Sometimes I just know approximately how many bites to get. And I think when I first started eating, and you know, like when we were very limited in our diet, like before we could eat vegetables or anything like that, and I was just like eating chicken, you know, or just protein. I feel like I was focusing so much on just getting that protein in, and then whenever I started introducing vegetables, I felt so bad that I couldn't eat the green pepper that was on my plate, that I would try to get it in, and then I would get overfilled. Now I know I like move around my plate. If I have, you know, my protein and maybe 2 vegetables, I make sure that I get a bite of each, you know, because I like that variety. And then I focus on the protein, and then if I can still fit in a little bit more vegetables, I try to. Or sometimes, I noticed this just the other night, I was sitting and having dinner with Beth and Jen, my friends, and I was like, oh, this is so nice. Like, I'm just sitting here, and even though you guys are still eating, I don't feel weird. Like, I'm just sitting here and I'm talking, and you know, I might be able to pick up my fork again and eat a little bit more, but I'm definitely sitting my fork down more and giving my stomach a rest, and then saying, could I eat another bite? Maybe I will, you know? So I might sit at the dinner table for, I don't know, 45 minutes, and maybe I'll get more in. When I'm eating breakfast, I probably give myself 20 minutes if I can. I know that that's not always easy, you know, sometimes you might be eating in your car or what have you, but yeah, so that's me talking about what it's like to feel full post vertical gastric sleeve. Do you have any questions? Tell me how things feel for you. Give me some examples of how you're feeling. You know, as I said, I'm about three months and a few weeks out from my vertical gastric sleeve, and this is what I feel like now. Did you just hear that? Maybe you didn't. I always hear my little, when I'm full, also I get these little like burps in my stomach, and they're so amplified because the stomach is so small. You know, my new tiny stomach is so small that it comes up out of my throat quickly. You know, third world problems. Sleever problems. #sleever problems. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.